What is up, everyone? So today I am doing a review for the artist Bad Bunny and his song Booker T. Well, it's a music video as well. So anyway, I had this epiphany the other day of, hey, why don't I do reviews of stuff that are trending on YouTube in a shallow kind of attempt to boost my channel and get people interested? Because I made one video the other day and already it's got about 87 views. So I thought, not a bad idea. Feel a bit like I'm prostituting myself, although not in the literal way, but this could be interesting. So I went onto trending and I saw his video. So I thought, okay, click. I watched it and I was really surprised by how sparse it was. So, gotta be honest, when I watch anything like with mumble rap or whatever, and I'm not familiar enough with the guy to know if this is his usual thing, so I clicked on it and I genuinely thought he was just mumbling. It took me halfway through that he was like, oh, he is mumbling, but he's mumbling in Spanish. So I hope I don't look xenophobic or anything, but even when rappers are mumbling in English, I'm at a loss. So I was watching it and I realized, okay, it's in Spanish. And one of the things that struck me was the sparsity of the video. Throughout most of it, it's just him and this one other guy. He's got dreadlocks, he's black, he's got army fatigues on, and he kind of looks like a character that they considered for Predator, but like we've got too many people already. Not a knock, just an observation. So anyway, throughout the whole thing, he's just in this room, and for a rap video, it's very sparse, as I mentioned before. It doesn't have like a bunch of chicks around like twerking. It's basically just him moving around in what looks like SWAT gear with the number 2032, which that piqued my interest because I'm like, what's that about? And so, yeah. Midway through the or towards the end of the video, it cuts to a scene with what looked like Muppets. And I'm like, okay, what's that about? And again, I have no context for what's going on because it's in Spanish. And at the very end, the guy who stood silent this entire time, hasn't moved, he speaks. And the video very slowly ends. So, I was kind of left wondering, what am I looking at? And so I go ahead and Google translate the lyrics, or I find out what he's saying, and like, okay, I kind of see the tropes of rap stuff, but one of the things that really struck me was he mentioned like his level of success, how much he's achieved, and that he wasn't a hot chick dancing, so he had to get by on his own merits, on merits of the music. So, again, I'm not a fan of mumble rap. It's kind of hit or miss with me in rap, and I basically watched this so I could say I watched the video to do an honest, thorough review. And, yeah, it appears to be an anomaly for me. And then I actually looked up his stuff, kind of his bio, to comment further on. And, yeah, so I like the fact that he said he doesn't rely on the novelty of having hot chicks in his videos. And when I did look him up, he said he was one of those guys who never wanted to be on the streets. And I'm like, okay. I think in some part he realizes there's a romanticization of something that should be romanticized. And he was like, I'm not about that. And let's see. There was an aspect of that gives him kind of a Cinderella story where he was working at a grocery store when his stuff was on SoundCloud and he got picked up and he became popular. And wow. I mean, who doesn't want that kind of stuff? And there were two aspects of the song and the video that stuck out. Number one was people have crazy sounding names, like in entertainment, whatever genre or aspect of entertainment you're working in. So Bad Bunny didn't throw me off. But the thing that did catch my attention was the number 2032. And so I Googled that, and apparently it has something to do with the Energizer battery. And then it kind of clicked, like, okay, Bad Bunny, Energizer, the bunny keeps going and going and going, and that's a great mantra to have. And then I can't help but wonder if he paid, I imagine he must have paid attention in school, because if he is referencing Booker T. Washington, as I suspect he is, and that's it, must say that he's pretty astute. Again, I have a cursory knowledge of this guy that I just looked up on Wikipedia, but I don't know. At the very least, I'm kind of intrigued. I probably won't rush out and buy his album, but he definitely made for an interesting video to talk about. So, have a good one, y'all.